And it is the 14th day of June 2025. How so time flies. Thank you so much for tuning in to KUTV Weekend Live. And as usual, our reporters have been busy as usual gathering and packaging news stories to get you informed. And Weekend Live starts right now. Justice must prevail. Teachers and clergy demand immediate justice for slain blogger Albert Ochieng. Kenya Kwanza convoy in Ukambani call out the opposition as DP Kindiki invites Kalonzo to work with the government. Communities and youth in the coastal region unite to restore and preserve mangrove cover as the world races to restore its forests. Wellness redefined. Kenya eyes top spot in Africa's wellness tourism.
This is Weekend Live with Ochieng, Cynthia.
And Naomi Ombui is our sign language interpreter tonight. Remember that this broadcast, you can find it on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. On X, it's KUTV News. It's KUTV_Kenya. My name is Ochieng, Cynthia. Let's get started. Now, teachers and members of clergy from across the country are demanding swift justice following the controversial death of teacher and social media influencer Albert Ochieng. His arrest and subsequent death in custody have sparked public outrage, putting both the Teachers Service Commission (TSC) and the police under the intense scrutiny. In Embu Town, members of the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers (KUPET) held a protest and candlelight vigil calling for accountability. They accused the TSC of remaining silent in the face of a tragedy affecting one of their own.
Nasema Lagat aondoke ili uchunguzi ufanywe kwa njia dhabiti. Licha ya hayo, sisi KUPET tutaita walimu wote tuandamane.
Karura called for resignation of Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat, who allegedly ordered Ochieng's arrest over defamation claims on social media. In Mombasa, evangelical and Pentecostal leaders under the Mombasa Pastor Fellowship echoed similar outcries, condemning what they termed as growing culture of impunity by security forces.
Most grievously, we are deeply shaken by the tragic killing of a young man, Albert Ochieng, by law enforcement agents. His only offense being a bold and peaceful expression of his opinion online, a right guaranteed by our Constitution and upheld by all free and just societies. His death is not just an attempt at silencing one voice, but a chilling message sent to an entire generation on striving for justice.
The Reverend warned that Ochieng's death was not just an isolated case, but a chilling message to young people advocating for change and justice in the country. The pastors cautioned against politicians hijacking the tragedy for personal agendas and urged Kenyans to rise in solidarity against injustice, fear and repression.
Na kama serikali itasimama ama itaachilia wale ambao ni walinzi kuhakikisha ya kwamba watoto wetu wanapotea ama wanauawa kiolela, jambo hili si nzuri. Na maombi yetu ni ya kwamba serikali ichukulie jambo hili katika uzito, kuhakikisha ya kwamba haki imetendeka kwa jamii hii na kwa Kenya yote nzima.
As the calls for accountability grow louder, Albert Ochieng's death remains a stark reminder of the high cost of free expression in today's Kenya. For many, his voice may be silenced, but his message lives on. And moving on, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki is on a week-long economic empowerment tour across the Ukambani region. At Ochieng grounds in Makueni, he received a warm welcome from area MPs backing the Kenya Kwanza administration. At the same time, local leaders praised the benefits of the 100 million per week initiative, as opposition figures dismissed the program, calling it misplaced priority and a possible corruption loophole.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki's economic empowerment drive has gained momentum as it reaches the Ukambani region. At Ochieng grounds, speakers expressed their support for the Kenya Kwanza government. The Deputy President used the opportunity to urge Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka to embrace the government's initiatives and distance himself from the opposition whom he criticized.
Na mimi nataka wasipotoshe huyu Mheshimiwa Kalonzo. Niliona wengine wanaanza kumchochea, sijui wanamuita cousin. Hawajui, unajua sisi Kalonzo kwangu sio hata cousin, ni my brother. Hiyo ni ndugu yangu na mheshimu. Na mheshimu. Alikuwa former vice president wakati wa mzee Kibaki. Mimi na mheshimu. I have no problem. Hawa watu wanakuja kumdanganya hapa ni wale walikuwa wanamtukana jana na wanatukana Wakamba. Wakisema kura yao haitoshi. Wakisema sijui mko na kura sijui kidogo. Sijui hamna shares. Sijui hamtapata barabara, hamtapata stima kwa sababu hamkupiga kura. That is unconstitutional. Ule anachaguliwa ana serve everybody because everybody is a taxpayer.
Kibwezi Member of Parliament Mwengi Muchuse, who spoke during the empowerment program, highlighted the stark contrast between the current administration and previous regimes. Muchuse noted that past governments neglected critical infrastructure projects like the Ochieng-Emali Road. He lauded President William Ruto's administration for allocating 4 billion shillings in the next financial year towards completing the Thwake Dam, key development projects.
Nyinyi mmesikia kazi ikielezwa ama mtasikia kazi ikielezwa? Mmesikia barabara yetu ya kutoka Emali kutoka Ochieng. Tumekuwa na serikali tangu mwaka wa 1963. Hii ya William Ruto miaka mbili amechaguliwa 2022, akaingia ofisi September 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Miaka mbili katika ofisi ametupatia barabara ya kutoka Emali kwenda Ochieng. Nataka niwaulize watu wa Makueni. Huyo ni rafiki au sio rafiki? Huyo ni rafiki au sio rafiki?
Mwala Member of Parliament Vincent Musyoka, popularly known as Kawaya, went bare knuckle on the former Deputy President, calling on Makueni residents to reject the divisive narratives pushed by Gachagua. Kawaya accused the former Deputy President of failing to advocate for the interests of Ukambani region while in office.
Musikubali kugawanyishwa kwa misingi ya ukabila. Musikubali jamaa ambaye juzi amekuwa kwa kiti ya Deputy President aje atufanyia chochote. Alitembea huko akitusi Wakamba, akasema Wakamba hawana shares, akasema Wakamba hawafai, kura yetu ni kidogo, akauliza 1.5 votes itapeleka Wakamba wapi? Na wakati juzi amefukuzwa, sasa naona anasema ati sisi ni cousins. Wewe hukujua tulikuwa cousins wakati wewe ulikuwa kwa kiti. Sasa wewe ndio unajua.
Other leaders who addressed the crowd have commended Kindiki for his exemplary leadership during his tenure as Interior Cabinet Secretary and encouraged him to continue supporting President William Ruto as he fulfills his promises to Kenyans.
Na unajua ule wakati ulikuwa unashikilia ukiwa waziri wa mambo ya ndani, ulifanya kazi maridhawa sana, kazi mahususi sana mheshimiwa, na hapo nakupa dole, na ninaamini kama umepandishwa cheo na rais, mbali na hiyo kazi ulikuwa unaifanyia nchi, wakati huu chambo cha mbereko chamba na kikiambika ujue kipo, na kuambia hivyo mheshimiwa makamu wa rais, na njua hii kazi utaichapa.
Despite a fuss from the opposition side, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki continues with his economic empowerment program across the country, committed to delivering what Kenya Kwanza administration calls tangible benefits to Kenya.
And that story was voiced by Yvonne Kemuma and produced by our very own Yusuf Abdinasir. Now, in what began as a solemn farewell, to a respected matriarch in Laikipia turned into a political showdown as former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua used the moment to criticize the current state of leadership. He accused leaders of straying from the will of the people.
While paying his respects at the burial of Gladys Wairimu Karaoke in Rumuruti, Laikipia West, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua took the podium and took a detour through the valley of political critique.
I want you to be careful because huyu Ruto atakuharibia rekodi yako. Because wewe utasukuma watu kulipa kodi. People are very bitter wakiona hiyo kodi ikiwa misused. But they will not remember the person who is misusing. They will remember yule anachukua.
Applauding the service of the deceased husband, the late G.G. Karaoke, a former internal security minister and former Laikipia County Senator, Gachagua could not resist lobbying a dig at the current deputy, Professor Kithure Kindiki. His issue, less infrastructure, more envelopes.
Mimi nauliza viongozi, tafadhali, kwa ile muda umepewa kuhudumia wananchi, fanya kitu ambayo unaweza kumbuka naye. G.G. Karaoke will never be forgotten in this county. Kazi ya mashamba ya Laikipia West Company ambaye alifanya, many people here are beneficiaries ya huo mpango.
Meanwhile, Laikipia Governor Joshua Irungu gave a friendly note to Gachagua's national tours, encouraging him to keep warming up across the country, even if it's only half time to 2027.
Wewe eda kule kuingine, eda coast, eda ukabani kwa wa cousins, eda kule kuingine, huku Laikipia wanakujua kwa sababu leo hii wanalala kwa sababu ya vile ulishagia mambo ya security katika Laikipia County.
And as the nation continues to grapple with reports of police brutality, Gachagua reminded officers to follow the constitution, not emotion, nor orders whispered on the walkie-talkies.
I want to ask our police officers to follow 4 documents as they work. The Constitution of Kenya, 2010. The Penal Code, Chapter 6.3 of the laws of Kenya. The Criminal Procedure Code, CPC, Cap 7.5. And the Evidence Act, Cap 80. Those should be your guiding documents. Mkubwa akikwambia kwenda piga mtu, mwambie kuandikia karatasi.
The death of blogger Albert Ochieng was also a matter of mention, with Gachagua's allies demanding accountability from the security sector.
Sisi tulidhania maafisa wa usalama kazi yao ni kutulinda. Saa hii Laikipia tuna shida ya mambo ya usalama. Ukienda hapa Matigari watu wanauawa, ukienda Dhombe watu wanapigwa wanauawa, ilhali serikali ikiongozwa na ambaye tunafikiria angefanya kazi muhimu sana, Deputy IG ambaye anaitwa Eliud Langat.
As for the late Mrs. Karaoke, she was remembered fondly for her service in uplifting women through the Maendeleo ya Wanawake organization.
So wa mama Mwangi, mzee aliondoka, mama ameondoka. Hii boma iko na jina kubwa sana. Jina ya G.G. Karaoke na huyu mama is synonymous with the county of Laikipia.
She died at Nairobi Hospital after a short illness. Emmanuel Kutosi, Weekend Live.
Thank you, Kutosi, for that. Now, in Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale launched a registration exercise of the Social Health Authority, SHA, in Garissa. The event drew officials, local leaders, and community members, all rallying behind the government's push to enhance access to affordable health care, especially in northern Kenya, under the universal health coverage. Take a look.
Hospitali yate ya private na uko na wewe umerejesha SHA unalipa zero.
Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has assured Kenyans that the Social Health Authority is able to provide accessible health coverage as he encouraged citizens to register. The CS spoke in Garissa while officiating the launch of the Social Health Authority onboarding and digital health transformation. Duale noted that the cover has proved to be a game changer in the country in achieving equality, reducing poverty and fostering inclusive growth. He added that the government has practical evidence to show that SHA is working and everyone can attest to it.
Tosha. Wacha mambo ya Duale tosha. Sema SHA tosha na ule mtu ameleta ni Ruto, sema Ruto tosha. Ukiregister SHA na mtu yako kwa ICU analipiwa kila usiku 28,000. Kama uko na mtu yako mgonjwa wako na kansa, SHA ukijisajili SHA itakulipia 550,000 per year.
Duale also called upon all the residents from the county who are yet to register and benefit from the scheme as well. He further emphasized that 23.6 Kenyans have registered under the program.
We have all the practical and all the evidence to show that universal health care is working. SHA is working. 23.6 million Kenyans have registered.
On his part, Governor Nathif Juma Adam, who accompanied the CS, hailed the initiative, saying it is a game changer, while encouraging everyone to work with the Ministry of Health and county government and get registered.
Wote hapo wamesema twende to register. Hiyo itakuwa jukumu yetu. Tutafanya kazi na Ministry of Health na county government, twende nje to register watu yetu.
Speaking to the media, ODM-nominated Member of Parliament Ochieng Harun assured the government that the youths are ready to work with them and support the program.
Very happy that we are doing this program today, and may I give you the support that youth will work with you. Vijana, si tutafanya kazi na hii program ya SHA? Si mimi ni mbunge wenu? Kabla nifike kwa mama na wazee, si mimi ni wa vijana? Yeriso anakuona hapo nyuma, utaniangusha? Hawezi. Faisal, watu 15 wote wa register. Kila ward ile vijana wako, nyinyi ni wenu. So lazima mushikilie ndo hata nikienda kwa baba baadaye ania the Ruto.
The launch of the SHA onboarding and digital health transformation in Garissa marks a significant milestone in transforming healthcare access to all Kenya. Hopes remain that the initiative leaves a lasting change.
And Pesia Chola was the producer of this story. Now, tension gripped Boda Boda in Babadogo on Saturday morning after police supervised demolition of structures on a contested public playground. Small-scale traders and families woke up to find their kiosks and shelters flattened in a down eviction exercise, triggering chaotic scenes and widespread losses. Taking a very short breather, but we'll be back with more. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Ochieng James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3. Ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia.
They find it quite strange talking to you.
You should just make schools integrated.
Inclusive setups.
By providing the right facilities.
Miti miti. Panda panda. Miti miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On EarthCheck, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of Action. Welcome.
Welcome back. Now, as the world rallies to restore its forest, a youth-led conservation movement is gaining ground in Kenya and 4 other countries. The Youth Forest Champion Initiative is equipping young people with the tools and training to become frontline defenders of the environment.
The Young Forest Champion Initiative, launched in Kenya in 2021 under FAO's Impress project, empowers 50 youth across Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Zambia and Peru. It trains young people to lead forest monitoring and restoration in their communities. In Kenya, 10 champions actively collaborate with local and government partners. As forests face increasing threats, the initiative positions youth as vital leaders in protecting and restoring critical ecosystems.
So this initiative now is supporting young people in 5 countries. So Kenya is a case example, but we are also in Uganda, Ghana, Zambia and Peru. So it's supporting 50 youth in these countries, and in Kenya we have selected 10 young champions who are championing forests, who are supporting their communities in terms of forest monitoring.
KFS County Forest Conservator Bernard Wahome teamed up with young forest champions to plant 500 mangrove seedlings in Beirubi. Restoring vital coastal forest, the initiative educates youth on mangrove unique ecosystem and role
to make sure by little time about this will be over with the rehabilitation. Yes. Today we want to plant allowed 500 mangrove seedlings with the young forestry champions, so that they also have a feel of the mangrove ecosystem, and they have a feel that they can appreciate the difference of terrestrial and the mangrove ecosystems.
Among the young forest champions is Kenyatta University's Brenda Kajuju, who uses GIS and remote sensing to enhance forest and air quality monitoring, expanding both high academic and practical skills. Meanwhile, Anthony Alo Valley from Vihiga County is developing a real-time wildfire detection system to combat increasing fires caused by climate change.
And from that, I got the passion of GIS and remote sensing. And from using GIS and remote sensing, I've been able to do monitoring of forest and air quality, green spaces, air quality, and land surface temperature. And this year I was selected to become a young forest champion. That is under the aim for forest through FAO.
Being a forester, my major concern is about forest fires. As you can see, the climate change, the temperatures are rising, and the biggest threat that we are facing also is with the increase in temperatures, the vegetation drying up, the forest wildfires are on the rise. And my initiative is to develop a fire detection system where we have real-time monitoring of these fires when they occur for quick response.
The initiative shows the impact of empowering youth and communities in restoration efforts, fostering ownership, environmental awareness, and long-term commitment to protecting and sustaining vital.
And on to Siaya County. Siaya Women Representative Dr. Christine Nombaka is urging National Government Affirmative Action Fund (NGAF) beneficiaries to use the funds for productive income generating ventures. Speaking at Siaya National Polytechnic, She emphasized the importance of structured, registered groups in assessing and making full use of the grants to uplift marginalized communities.
My duty as the woman rep of this country, or all of us 47 women, is to reduce poverty. We are supposed to reduce poverty. That is why we give you this money to do biashara, to do table banking, so that you have money in your pocket. We are supposed to create wealth, to give you the power to create wealth. And if you don't use this money, you are not creating wealth to yourself. If you misuse the money, you cannot be given money again because you do not know.
Moving on, the Kenya Railways is nearing the completion of a 4.2 billion SGR-MGR link project in Mombasa. The connection between the standard gauge railway terminus and the city's central business district is set to transform both cargo and passenger transit within the coastal region. The long-awaited 26-kilometer rail link connecting the Mombasa SGR terminus in Miritini to the historic Mombasa Central Station is now complete, 2 years after it was launched. Kenya Railways Corporation Managing Director Peter Mainga confirmed the project's readiness during an inspection tour by MPs from the National Assembly Implementation Committee.
I'm very happy to have hosted the Committee of Implementation. They have seen themselves what we are doing at the port. They have seen themselves what we are doing here in the passengers terminus in Miritini. And let me say something as they have said. Kenya Railways is very competitive. We have rebranded Kenya Railways completely. It is not what Kenyans used to think about.
The MD revealed that land acquisition hurdles had stalled progress, but with 1.1 billion shilling injected through the National Land Commission, the link line is now set to go live. The upgrade includes not only the link line, but also a facelift of the iconic Mombasa Central Railway Station and construction of 4 mini stations, Changamwe East, Changamwe West, Shimanzi, and Miritini.
We have constructed new stations in Changamwe, Miritini, and the Nairobi Central Station as the best station ever.
Commuters from Madaraka Express trains arriving at Mombasa will now have direct rail access to the city center, easing pressure on the road transport.
Nafikiri ni muhimu kueleza Wakenya kwamba idara hii ya Kenya Railways hasa SGR inafanya vizuri sana. Wako na capacity ya treni 18 kwa siku, lakini kwa sasa wameweza kutimiza treni 14, ikiwa treni 10 ni za kuchukua mizigo na treni 3 ni za kuchukua abiria kutoka sehemu hii kuelekea sehemu nyingine.
A 480-meter railway bridge over the Makupa Causeway and a pedestrian link between the SGR and MGR platforms are part of the transformative plan. The Madaraka Express has so far carried over 15 million passengers and nearly 40 million tons of cargo since its inception.
We started at the container level, and we have seen so far they are doing well, and we have also been informed that they are doing total of 14 trains.
Committee Chair Raphael Wanjala was full of praise, dispelling rumors of loss-making and urging expansion to Malaba.
And we also dispelled the rumors that our Kenya Ports Authority was mortgaged. The answer is no, is that the Kenya Railways stands on its own, and it has its own money, and it is repaying its loans without any problem.
As the 8-year-old Madaraka Express steams ahead, the corporation is eyeing full throttle with cargo, passengers, and a bold vision for rail. And Kenya is eyeing a bigger slice of the global tourism market by branding itself as Africa's premier wellness destination. During Global Wellness Day in Nairobi, stakeholders unveiled a strategy to promote the country's nature-based holistic experience beyond traditional safaris.
Kenya is looking beyond Big Five safaris and beaches. Instead, it's tapping into global wellness economy worth $6.3 trillion. Kenya Tourism Board CEO June Chepkemei says the country is ready to become a wellness heaven, offering travelers a chance to rejuvenate in the heart of Africa's wilderness.
Fancied story.
From yoga retreats along the coast to high-altitude fitness camps and eco-lodges infused with traditional healing, Kenya's wellness offering is as diverse as its landscape.
The beautiful thing Kenya has to offer is the boundless nature reserves that we have. When you immerse yourself in nature, automatically your entire biorhythm of your body changes. If you take yourself out of your stressful environment, your job and everything, and just go and spend 5 minutes in an open ground, you'll automatically feel your stress levels coming down. So imagine if we actually offer that as a complete package to people, to corporates, to businesses, to governments even outside there, to come and experience the stillness, the calmness of our country.
The theme for this year's Global Wellness Day, Reconnect Magneta, set the stage for an immersive celebration featuring sound healing, energy therapy, and cultural immersion. The Kenya Tourism Board plans to integrate wellness into existing safari and coastal products, turning Kenya into a holistic tourism powerhouse.
We will grow this sector in a way that will help keep our people healthy. The best knowledge comes from our culture. And if we as a country can focus on tapping onto the knowledge that exists in every culture in this country, we have a huge reserve of herbs, we have a huge reserve of foods, we have a huge reserve of lifestyle and how people lived and how they treated, how they constructed homes, how they preserved foods, and many things that they do that keep them well.
As global wellness travel continues to surge, Kenya is taking its calm, not just as a destination to see, but as one to feel, heal, and reconnect.
Travel is a thing right now. People are looking for meaningful travel, immersive experiences, and Kenya has all that to offer. Whether you're thinking of Northern Kenya, Central Kenya, Western Kenya, Southern Kenya, and even Nairobi and its environs, we have so much of that for us to offer.
Auma Evans for KUTV, Nairobi.
And former U.S. Vice President Al Gore met with Kenya leaders at State House Nairobi to discuss climate action. Gore, founder of the Climate Reality Project, praised Kenyans' leadership in pushing Africa's green agenda, highlighting the country's renewable energy potential with full workforce and regional market access as keys to a sustainable future. And we are on for the second break here at KUTV Weekend Live. Keep it locked.
My name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Eva Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Miti miti, panda panda. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On Earth Check, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of Ochieng. Welcome.
Welcome back, and let's get sporty. Now, the Harambee Starlets are in high gear as they prepare for the CECAFA Women's Championship in Dar es Salaam. After a 3-year hiatus, Kenya opens its campaign against Burundi on the 15th of June. The tournament will also feature Tanzania, Uganda, and South Sudan, and acts as a build-up to the 2025 Africa Women's Cup of Nations in Morocco.
Training imekuwa poa sana. Tuko well prepared kuface hizo game ziko game za CECAFA. Naweza sema I'm very proud of myself and nashukuru kwa hiyo opportunity nimepata. Taweza kulana na players na kila mtu. So I'm happy.
Okay, tumekuwa hapa for 2 days now. Training imekuwa poa. Kila mtu amejipush na mimi na feel kila mtu ako ready because hii tizi tumekuwa nayo ya mwisho, kila mtu amejisukuma na feel tuko sawa na tuko ready for the tournament.
For keeping it locked here at KUTV Weekend Live, and it also extends to my producer Yvonne Kemuma, director Nema, and on the lenses Isaac and many other talented ones. And on the sign language interpretation you had Naomi Ombui. My name is Ochieng Cynthia. Till next time, be blessed and good night.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
Folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu, pepo pani idea.
Sazidi ananyonya, anyanyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa. Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili. Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama ina